Hi YouTube, how you doing? Welcome to the tavern. Tonight, as always, we are doing the Phasmophobia Weekly. Tonight it is called Vulnerable. You'll be going into this one with no defenses. Be careful out there. Correctly find the ghost in 13. Oh, it's Willow Street. That's nice. Alright, let's see. Starting sanity, 100. Sanity pill restoration, so we get pills. Drain speed, 200. Sprinting is on. Okay, that's all fine. Ghost speed is normal. Roaming frequency high. We get 3 grace period, which is nice. 3 evidence. 100% fingerprint chance. Okay, that's setup time none. Weather random. Door starting. Okay, number. I don't understand. I guess it's going to come down to what equipment's on the wall. First possession is Frank. All right, let's take a peek. Let's go into Willow, shall we? And see how quickly we can kick this off. Let's go. Hey! Appreciate you doing this, nuts. Let's see. Okay, so we got flashlight. Camera, don't want that. There's only me in here. So we have tier 1 equipment. Really? Oh, no protection. Okay. Oh, and no sanity. So even though... okay. Sanity restoration. None. Okay, thanks for that. Alright, let's find the ghosty. Does it tell us where the breaker box is? Let's take a peek. It's in the garage. Okay. Turn this on. And where's the car key? There it is. Okay, try and minimize your sanity drop by turning the power on. I don't see any indication. Hey, we got the bone. Ew, that's gotta hurt. Okay, so... oh, here. Is it in here? Oh, we heard it. Okay. Oh, we got 120 seconds. Let's see if we're quick enough. Boop. The most unfit person ever. Let's go. I can run faster than that. Grab this, and it. Okay. So right away, because the door was half open, it got interacted with and it just opened. We already know it's not a year, eh? Get over there. Get over there. Get over there. Get over there. Ah, we got UV. We were quick enough. Okay, so the question becomes... ah! Rude! Don't touch me! Leave my sanity alone! Hate you so much already. So if the ghost does an event like that and it touches you, you lose a lot of sanity. And we already know that we don't... Where is this ghost, by the way? Is it in here or is it in the bathroom? It's in the bathroom. Okay. Oh, what's that? We got an EMF 5 and UV. That's nice to know. So even though we already saw UV, there's one of the ghosts called Nabake can leave a special fingerprint or hide its fingerprints. So if it interacts with the door again and you don't see, we don't need this right now, and you don't see fingerprints, you know it's Nabake. What do we have? EMF 5. Which it can be Nabake, so we're going to watch for that. Let's see. This And what's her sanity? Her sanity's fine. We'd take the other dots, right? Because one dot's kind of hard to manipulate in that room. Guess we don't really need the tripod, but we'll bring it just in case her sanity gets low. Not see ghost orbies. Definitely a busy little bee. Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Where are you? You like pizza? Do you know the square root of 322? Nah, I tricked you, it doesn't have one. I get it. He's a busy bee. I got it. I got it. Where are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are my headphones on backwards? They might be. They are. Damn it! I've done that before and made an ass of myself. Hello? Where are you? Where are you? Ghosty? Is this working? Yes. Where are you? Are you friendly? Are you an asshole? You like pizza? Do you like me? You hate me. I hate you too. It's okay. Suspicion it might be freezing. Come on, get there, you stupid tier 1. I see what you're doing there. Checking our camera. So the nice thing about the update, we don't have hidden orbs, is that the camera will highlight the orbs, but I actually think that they've done something where now the orbs aren't always visible. Annoying. And I don't know if it's on purpose. That's a normal hand. What can we have? We can have freezing, it'll be a Jinn. It could be ghost riding, it'll be a Myling. If we get dots, it's going to be a Goryo. Oh, everybody hates okay, we don't have ghost orbs. So what we probably should do is do this. So what we're looking for is dots that aren't visible to the naked eye. He's screwing with us again. I think we'll go check our sanity. Yeah. Got thermo. Probably a Goryo. Okay, let's take a peek. Just watching for dots. Oh. Oh, there he is. Dots. As suspected, we have a Goryo. So the reason we didn't see them is Goryos, you'll only see their dots through a camera and not in person. It's a pretty good... Hang on, I'm just texting someone.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
No, we don't want to do that. 1 second here. Go back. This. We're gonna do this. Alright, guys. Okay, so got that. Okay, so that was pretty simple, and we gotta do that 2 more times. Of course, it gave us the most annoying ghost ever to start, but that's okay.
Alright, we're here.
And we're here, and it's raining again, even though it's supposed to be random weather. Such bullshit, sis. If it's a blood moon, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, good. Oh, we didn't look. Let's look. Let's look. Cars in the garage. In the garage. Just one sec, guys. I gotta ban some people. Here we go. It's always fun. Public is a wonderful thing. This. Friend just texted me, one sec. There we go. Nope. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so let's get in now. Always remember, like I said, you want to turn the power on. Oh my lord. Okay. So one thing I do really well is turn the power on, keep looking, and walk right past the ghost. Especially if he's in the front room. I always like to come back now and check if he's in here before I go looking through the whole house. However, the most popular area, most generated area for the ghost, for me personally, is the basement. There's a lot of jokes about it too, like, Willow, a basement ghost? You don't say! So clearly, I'm not the only one. Okay. So he's not here this time, so more than likely he's where he always is. Down here. Yeah, we heard him. He's going to town down here. Which room are you in? Oh, yeah, I saw my breath. You're throwing some paint around. Where I don't like renovating either. Oh my lord. Hang on, guys. I gotta ban someone again. Oh, hey! Hey, Cyrus. How are you, man? Okay. So... let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna throw that there. So we know where the ghost room is. Now it's just a matter we get 3 evidences. Rude. So now it's just carrying your stuff in. We'll do this again, I think. I always like to take the book early on, because it is a tier 1 especially, so sometimes it can take a bit. Especially when it's tier 1, because its range is quite small. Oh, did we already turn this off down here? No. Hi, Ghosty. Oh, do we have orbs? We have orbs! So you can't really see that, and I'll do this for you so you can see them. So we have ghost orbs, so that is one of the evidence. We'll put our book down right here, because that's where it says the ghost is. Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Do you like pizza? You know the square root of 322. Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Where are you? Hello? Do you like me? How did you die? Where are you? Alright. The really scary ones? Yeah. I'm doing Hauntober. So everything I'm playing is scary. Just finished Aliens, which I have to say was pretty good. A little glitchy at the end, but overall it was good. And the next one I'm a little worried about. So I always do Phasmo on Sundays. And then I got the Lighthouse on Wednesday. I'm a little concerned about the Lighthouse, I have to say. Adults, UV, and we'll take some salt. Now, what the salt does is force the ghost to walk through it. And if he does, and it's a UV ghost, with one exception, it will leave UV footprints. The reason I say, ooh, ghost fart, so we know it's not an Oni. Problem is we walked right into it, which means we've just lost a bunch of sanity. So we need to really make sure we turn the power on here. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Under outside. I'm gonna put that there. We don't have a flashlight, so that's fun. That's an event. Can't see it, it's a shadow ghost, but I need to put that back in there. So we're gonna... Got nothing going on in here. Still in here though. Okay, so the problem with the tier 1 spirit box... Hey, let me out. No, it's a push door. The problem with the tier 1 spirit box is even though we were getting the red light on it, seeing that the ghost was hearing it, that doesn't mean that the ghost will respond, because it has a chance that it won't. Shite. Okay. Do this. Do this. Oh, we got dots. That's nice. So we have dots and orbs. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so the things we know about the ghosts that we have here. I think I'll just do this like this so you can kind of see it. These two, this one responds to electronics when it hunts and it runs fast. This one is just fast dependent. Well, its speed is dependent on your sanity. So the lower your sanity, the faster it is. A Ure can do a door slam, which we really haven't seen yet, other than you can't really count the event. A yokai is a little terrifying. However, what we might do is go down and try the spirit box again. And the reason I say a yokai is terrifying is because one of its evidence pieces is spirit box. But it doesn't like you talking near it. So it can hunt early if you're talking near it. Which is kind of a bitch. Like, they set it up that you need to use the spirit, but it's, like, its evidence is... Where's our salt? One there. Oh. Oh. Well, that's nice. Help me. Okay. We're gonna leave. Bye-bye now. What have we got? Ghost riding. A Fae. Super fast when it hunts, if your sanity's low. Now, theoretically, we could do that, because this is the weekly. It doesn't matter if you die. Forget where Frank is, though. Frank. Frank! You over here, Frank? 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 Where's Frank on this map? There he... No. There he is. I thought he was over here. So basically, you do this, and you go, hi. Hi. Hi there. Ooh. I love you. I squeeze you. Call me Frank. I know. I love you too, Frank. So, by the way, this isn't a hiding spot. We're probably gonna die. We'll maybe hide right here. Still not hiding, by the way. Oh, that's a cursed hunt. Pin through the heart, cursed hunt. Hear how fast he is? Because when we put all those pins in, every single time it lowered our sanity by 5%. Hunting beast downstairs. Here he comes. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. You ugly Rhonda! Ah! That bitch ran through the bed. That's cheating. So normally on a normal game, you wouldn't do that because it'll cost you the cost of all your gear. When you're playing the weekly, you only need to get it right 3 times. You're using their gear so you don't lose money. And it doesn't matter if you die. It only matters that you get the ghost right. We're gonna grab that, grab that. And power's in the basement. Okay. Hey, it's finally not raining. So there's a lot to this game. So basically, bound, spawn. Heard that. Are you over here? Bro. Oh, that cup right there. Okay. So we're still gonna go get the power. Just gonna leave our shit there. So when you first start playing this game, you want to play with 3 evidences so that you get a feel for it. Then basically you want to move up to the higher levels, which will still be 3 evidences until you get to nightmare. You want to keep nightmares from professional to nightmare. It's a big leap. Wait, we're gonna leave. You bitch! I hate her. So we know right away, just to remind us, because we don't have any evidence yet, it's not an Oni. An Oni cannot do a ghost, or a ghost fart. Spirit ball, however you want to call it. So these are things that you learn throughout playing the game. Because you can get good enough that you can do what are called no evidence runs, which are my favorite thing. So you basically, I like going in with no sanity, no evidence. So as soon as you walk in the door, it's going to start hunting you. At which point you need to be able to, you get something called, have this back, thank you. You get something called incense. A lot of people call it smudges. Isn't it? Where are you? Are you in the living room? Where are you? You are too. You interacted through the wall. Okay. That's kind of nice. A lot of people don't like the living room, but I do. Because you can just throw your shit in and watch through the door. Okay. Yeah, then. And, oh, we need our dots. That's what... Just throw that there. And... there. There. So, a ghost can't really interact with anything if the light's on, but the light preserves your sanity. So, a ghost can start hunting, depending on the ghost. The threshold is about 60, basically 60%. That's not 100% true, because I can never remember the exact percentage, and it depends on the ghost. Some can hunt earlier, but none can hunt at 80% except for a demon or a yokai if you're chitty-chatting. Not or B. That there. And another book here. And I think we'll grab our flashlight. Where are you? Are you here? You're over here. Are you friendly? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? How did you die? Where are you? Where are you?
Act of killing.
The act of killing! Okay, well, wait, nobody wants to listen to that. Turn that off. The act of killing. You died by the act of killing. So we have spirit box. Okay, so that's a little concerning. So why I say it's a little concerning is these two are stalkers. And it doesn't matter where you go, they can hunt right on top of your head. Generally, most ghosts will have to hunt from the ghost room. Which is the living room. So if I was downstairs doing the power, and it started to hunt, I generally... Yeah, well, F you too. Generally, you'd be okay if it started hunting because it would give you an opportunity to get out of its line of sight. We don't have motion to... Oh, right there. Okay, we'll come back for those. So there are a couple neat tricks. We'll just... It's there. Really want to leave right now because I just put that down. But what I say about neat tricks, these are not things you would do generally if you're new. Because I'm used to doing no sanity, no evidence. The little things that I like kind of play around. We need to see where this ghost is, where he's moved. Reason I did. Oh, okay. So see how it stepped in salt. So we can say it's not a wraith. Wraith? I don't know how to say this because they've never really confirmed it. Oh, moving around over there. EMF. So, a wraith, let's just assume, they've never said it this way, but let's assume that a wraith doesn't have feet. It's never going to step in salt, ever. And a wraith is the only ghost that can teleport. So it can go, I'm going to kill you, and it'll teleport from its current location, and land on your head, and immediately start hunting. And even if you have incense... sometimes you can't burn it quick enough, depending on whether you got a grace period or not. But because it stepped in salt, we know it's not that. So check the temps. Oh, we got... Holy shit! It threw the book, and we have freezing. So with it throwing the book, you know you don't have ghost riding, so you can scratch it off if you have 3 evidences. Only if you have 3. If you have 2 or less, you can't because it could be hiding it. But we know we have EMF 5 and we have freezing, so we have twins. Twins is kind of neat because it behaves like 2 ghosts, even though it's 1. And you have one that's slightly slow and one that is slightly fast. Their interaction range, they have 2 interaction ranges. When they're hunting, a lot of people will confuse them with a poltergeist because they throw shit all over the place. Alright, that is that.
I've got some jobs ready.
That was probably the quickest weekly I've ever done. There we go. you. Okay, so before, because that is too short to get off, I got a little bit of a headache, so it's going to be a short stream tonight. But why don't we show what we're talking about? This is my favorite build. Some people have a 10-12, I have a 10-37 because there is no grace period. I'm gonna go to shop. Yes, please. So I know you can't see how much money I have, but I currently have 21,679. We are going to get the tier 2 head gear, which is a flashlight, so we don't have to carry one. And definitely get tier 2 firelight and tier 2 igniter, because matches are stupid. I don't care about the incense for this. Now, the... Actually, I don't mind tier 2. Now, for those of you that are thinking about doing your APOC, remember you only want to use your tier 1 incense, because this one doesn't stop the ghost, but slows it down. And remember, your speed is, what is it, 50%? And the ghost speed is 150%. So you don't want the ghost to slow down. You want the ghost to be confused for its 5 seconds when you smudge it and have it run away. Like, just keep motoring away. If it stays near you, you're dead, because you don't have a sprint, you can't move fast, you're basically crawling, and the ghost isn't going to get far enough away from you that it won't sense you if you smudge it with this one. The same applies to the tier 3, because the tier 3 stops the ghost in place, which is absolute dog shit. So, yeah, don't do that. I don't even like tier 3. How much is that? That's too much money. I don't even like tier 3 ever. I can't think of an instance where I'm like, yeah, tier 3. No, it's bad. It's bad news brown. Okay, so yes, the equipment looks different, and the reason it looks different is because I have a mix of tier 3 and tier 1, or sorry, tier 2. I don't see any tier 1 items anymore. We want that for sure. Okay, so doing this, throw your flashlight in so you can see. I like to throw an EMF in. Now remember, the instant you step in, the ghost can hunt, so you don't want to do that without incense. So you've got, I like to put in an EMF there because of what we were talking about before. If you have a ghost that stalks, the Wraith and the Phantom leave an EMF 2 when it stalks you, and it will stalk you to the front door, even though it can't reach you. So if all of a sudden we get an EMF 2, we know we're dealing with a stalker and we need to be careful. The crucifix, the power of Christ compels you, will keep you safe in the this general area, so when you walk in, you can't get hunted immediately. Well, you can, but not if it's on top of your head. I like to do incense, crucifix, and incense for the first round. I always have my, so if you look, your lighter's kind of like your start point, and then you've got incense, crucifix, incense. I start with the first crucifix. My build is the power is on, which you want. Walk in, turn it on, and then as soon as you get out of the range of the other crucifix, you pull your crucifix up. And now we wait. And it's hunting. What? Is it a crawly? It is. You disgusting little creature. Okay, so we incense that at 38.25. Which now means most ghosts, almost all, can only hunt now, 38:25, in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay? You bitch. So if it's a demon, it can hunt in 20 seconds. So a demon can hunt at 1 minute period. And you want to make sure you're in the house. Come on. Hurry up. When that happens, so that you can judge that properly. There, we're in. So I'm only doing this because we have a crawler. And I want to know if this ghost is coming to kill me. Because I won't be able to see it. So now we're just waiting for the timer. 25, so 55. So we are 39:43. I keep meaning to have an on-screen timer. However, don't have the correct tool to make that work properly. Okay, normal ghost can hunt. Now, the exception to the rule, spirit cannot hunt you for 3 minutes. Waiting. In 2 minutes. Okay, so these are things that we know. I know it's not a yokai. I don't know if you heard that crackle when the ghost was hunting and moving away and it turned around and came back. That was what I call a yokai test. The yokai test basically is, yokais are stupid, so I call them dum-dums, because they won't sense you unless they're right beside you. So by making my... Oh, is not a spirit. Probably not a demon. Its pathing is different. These are things we know. It's not a Raiju because it didn't speed up around electronics. It's not a Moroi. It's not fast enough. A Dio did not come running straight for me. You can't hide from a Dio. A Dio always knows where you are. Figured out where the ghost room is. Is it in the basement? I think it is the basement. Like one of the worst for what we're doing. What else do we know? It's not a Thay. It's not a Revenant. And just scratching these off because of speed. It's not a Wraith because we saw it stepped in salt. Yeah, it is. This is difficult because we can't see it. So we're gonna do... So this is kind of like Guess Who, right? So you kind of just have to go through them one by one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a Pulte test. And a Pulte test basically is you need to look at the throw that the ghost does. How many of the objects did it throw? How far did they throw? Because a Pulte is a very distinct throw. Pretty extreme, actually. Okay, it's hunting. That's why we open the front door every time, so we can hear. Ooh. Is that an Oni? It's definitely not a poltergeist. Those are what's called normal throws. Blow out the candle. I think it's an Oni. I want to get a look at it again, but it's hard. I hate crawling ghosts, so I think we're just going to pick Oni and go. I'm not certain, but it's very visible. Now, the crawling ghosts are always more difficult because you can't get a look at them. And I would do it again, except it could be crawling. It was indeed an Oni. So Onis have a really quick flash pattern, right? Like most ghosts, if you can, I'll just make sounds. So most ghosts are like flash, 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 flash. So it's like visible, invisible, visible, invisible, visible, invisible, visible, invisible. You know, like it's a kind of just a random pattern. It's not very quick. Onis are like flash, 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 flash. So what happens is the moments when it's invisible are very few and far between, and it ends up being very visible and you can see it really well, like we did. Phantoms are the opposite. Phantoms are one of the scariest ones to have chasing you if you're trying to do a loop or something like that, because it'll be invisible for a long time and you can't see it. Okay, so same process. And the reason I do this is the... Yes, I still like the game. I like playing the normal, like, evidence-seeking with other people. If I'm just in it for points, and because I know the ghosts well enough to do it this way, this is the quickest way for me to get them to maximize my time. You know what I mean? Alright. Oh, we forgot our headlamp. The only problem with headlamps is you gotta remember to turn them off. Okay, we need all our sprint. I'm gonna wait a minute because I sprinted there a little bit. Oh, it is close. I think it's in the living room. Oh, she saw us. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so we smudged her at about, what, 46? Let's say 15. I don't like that either. That's, I call her Rhonda, and her mouth is all sewed up. Like somebody did bad things to her. And she knows where we are, damn it. So if that's, let's say 46-10 to be safe. Okay, so we need to be quick here. Because they don't stack. So we need this. Let's make sure it's not a wraith. Oh shit, if it's a demon, she can hunt here. We might just have to get over here because we're running out of time. Now, generally I would try and put another candle in there. There's a ghost called Nunrio. She just blew it out. Damn. Okay, normal ghost can hunt. Power off the bitch, so we gotta be careful. Her pathing might bring her right to us. Probably not a demon. Oh, that was interesting. So the gray. Go away, bitch. Go upstairs. Okay. Interesting. Go away! I'm smudging you! She knew where we were. Okay, so... Oh, I hate her. She's throwing shit now. So we smudged her at 4905. She ain't here now? Like forever? Oh, we need smudgies. We need smudgies. Need smudgies. And we need the candle. Okay, so it's not a wraith. No, she's definitely... Say 4905. Thinking it's a Ure, so we're gonna move these doors. Ure can't play with a half open door. Ooh. Doing on Rio? We may have to test this. Where's our crucifix? Second. What? Not a mare. Mares can't turn on lights. Hunt. Okay, so it's not an Unreal. This crucifix will be good for one more hunt. Okay, so an Unreal cannot hunt in the range of fire. Is that an event, or did she just turn it off? We know, oh, also a Jinn can't turn the power off. We know it's not that. It's not a Revenant, not twins. Not a Hantu. Not a Myling. Mylings are quiet. She is not quiet. We could hear her no matter where she was walking. That was rude. She hit me right in the face. Definitely not a spirit. Pretty sure she's not a demon. Now, it could be a lazy demon. Demons can hunt within 60 seconds of being smudged. But they can choose not to. It's rare? What was I thinking? What do I want? I was thinking something. Oh, right. Now, you have to be careful when you're doing this, because the ghost can sense you when you're holding electronics. Looking for ghost orbs for a mimic? What? So a mimic will always have ghost orbs, so not a mimic. From the other room, this. Very blinky as well, isn't she? Lights on, get a good look at her again. Hunted from the living room. Oh. Right when we want to get a good look at her, she turns the power off. Hmm. I don't think... I haven't looked at her long enough. So these is what we gotta look at. So a banshee is a stalker. She's too close to test that. And if we go upstairs, banshees can't stalk between floors. So that's not really going to work. And we don't have a tier 3 parabolic mic. Yes, she hunted near the front door. We have 26 seconds. Or she can hunt again. Definitely roaming. Bitch turned our light switch off. Like, actually our light switch. Yeah, I knew she was going to do that. So that crucifix is of no help to us now. Oh! Thanks, Ghosty. So there is only one ghost that can interact with the front door, and it was the one I suspected. It's a very clear indication. Okay, so the rumor is not true. So there's been lots of speculation about the Ure since the update being able to interact with half-open doors. Apparently they can, because we tested that. Alright, so we're gonna do... We'll do a normal, I think, actually, for people that haven't played the game before, maybe. Instead of custom. And why don't we just do a professional so people can get a good feel for it. So in professional, you get 3 evidences. Ba-dow. Ba-chow. And we're gonna go thermo. So if you're new, you want flashlight, thermo, EMF. Okay? Those are your... I'm gonna look in here. No breaker. Breaker is in the basement. So if you're new, you might be starting on amateur, in which case the power will start on. On professional, it does not. How was that? The bone. We'll come back for that. I'll show you why. Okay. So remember, power on, lights on, preserves your sanity. Right? 17.8 in the basement. This is not the ghost room. Now you want to turn that off, because if you have too many lights on, you'll blow the breaker. 14.2. 6. Yeah, it is colder over here, but I don't think... Is it going down? It is. Interesting. Really cold enough. Go over here. It's too warm. It's too warm. Makes me wonder if we have a Ingram ghost. No. Interesting. Back. Why is it colder over here? Strange. $21. Definitely. No, what am I doing? I already know where the bone is. Remember to turn the light off because we're leaving quite a few on. Sit in the hallway. Nope. Here. Nope. Here. Nope. Oh, we have a kitchen ghost, but weird. Yeah, temperature's going down. Okay, Ghosty. Do your stuff. Turn this on, but turn that off. So you can only carry 3 things at once and a headgear. So I always leave my flashlight at the door while I grab more stuff. And our sanity is like, look, it actually did something. That looks like it might have been 5 that we missed. All right, so we're gonna do this, this, and this. So these are just my choices. I like to do Spirit Box when my sanity's at its highest. Are you a stalker? What are you doing over there? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? How did you die? Where are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Bloody weird, man. So as you can see, dots are a lot nicer. I heard that. Yep, I see you doing shit in here. Very active, aren't you? Okay. Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you a jerk? Where are you? Are you an asshole? What's the square root of 322? Where are you? How did you die? Where are you? Sorry guys, that song is always in my head when I'm doing this. Rude. Was it about to throw the book and we messed that up? Might have been. Okay, we don't have anything else. I just turned my headlamp off to remind myself to turn it off, because if it hunts, it'll sense it. What is going on? If I was to guess, I would guess this. Yeah. That... what? So a lot of people would be like, oh, that's an EMF 5. No, it might be. It might be because of this first arc. Right? But I'm thinking it's stacked throws. So it could be what's called twins. Because it can do 2 interactions at once. That certainly looks like an EMF 5. I know it's not at 5. Your EMF reader starts at 1. So technically that's a 5. But I like to prove it because you can never be certain. We'll take a book. This. Put a camera in there. Turn the light on over here to preserve some sanity. We're gonna keep the lights off over there. Did it turn this light on? Because I don't remember having that. Yeah, tier 2. UV. Whoa, it is an EMF 5, so it isn't Pulte. Again, twins. Yeah. Okay, so what do we need for twins? That looks like stack throws. We need freezing, not ghost riding, not ultraviolet, not dots, not ghost orbs. We need spirit box. Freezing and spirit box, if I'm right. Okay. Alright. Wow. That's crazy sauce. We're just going to put this in here to kind of protect us. Time to start carrying around incense. Now, you can take sanity, which will blue, 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 blue. Maybe we'll do that while we're doing a lesson, so we don't have to worry about being hunted. So, with our sanity so high right now, you don't have to worry about being hunted unless it's a demon. It did, in fact, throw the book. That's what I thought. Okay, so walk through the salt. There is no UV. Oh, we do have UV! UV. Not twins. It is just a really feisty ghost. So because we have... we're going to just turn this on to preserve our sanity. So we can get 3 evidences, okay? So what this means by it throwing the book is you can scratch off ghostwriting. Right? Now that removes myling. If it throws the book, it's not going to give it to you. Now you can only scratch it off if you're playing beginner, amateur, or professional. Or is it amateur? I don't remember, the 3. As long as you have 3 evidences you can get, you can scratch it off. If we were playing Nightmare and you only get 2, you cannot scratch it off because even though you know you won't get it, you don't know if it's still evidence of the ghost. It's just not going to give it to you. Because you don't want it to eliminate a myling if the myling's just hiding ghostwriting, right? Kind of hard to explain until you get kind of a feel for the game. We're going to check for freezing. Not yet. Sake Rio Gin. Okay. Now remember what we talked about when it came to Goryo. Goryo, you can only see dots through the camera. Fill the room with dots. Take another camera. Just gonna sit there for a minute. And we will get this. Yeah. Yeah. Got a camp. Alright, take this. So there's other parts of the game. Basically, here's your things. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. Capture a video of a ghost. Have a member of your team witness a ghost. So you can get a higher multiplier by getting what's called a perfect game. Okay, so by getting a perfect game, you have to fill your book. So for instance... Oh, it delayed! I hate this camera so much! Where's our camera? Where's our camera? Where's our camera? Where's our camera? Too late. Because you're such a baby. Okay, so we took a picture of that. So, you have to fill your book with evidence. Okay, so you have videos you have to take, you have sounds you have to record, and photos you have to take. Sound. The sounds are super creepy. Oh. Here. That was gross. Yeah, I saw you flick the light switch. I didn't have my camera, so screw off. Oh. Okay. So if you look at media now, I have door moved. Paranormal whisper, right? So, no, you can't watch these. But you see how they have the stamp? That means they're unique. If you duplicate, you will not get a perfect game. Pain in the ass. We don't even know what this ghost is yet. I'm pretty sure it's a Goryo, but I don't know that. I need our camera. Yes, I know. You are the most unfit person in the world. Dirty water. And MF. Uh-huh. Come on, give me freezing. Okay. Where are we with our photos? So we need 2 more. It's difficult to do. Come on, Oreo, show us dots. Come on. This is, see what I'm saying? Like, if you know how to do, no evidence, no sanity. And if you are not, like, completely... Ooh, that was fun. We're too far away, though. If you're not completely enamored with the game, and... Ooh, that was Dot's ghost. Said it. I didn't see it properly, but it was, so we have a Goreo as suspected. Try and record him, though. Maybe if we're gonna do that... Where are you again? Oh, I hate this. Where are you? Where you were? Damn it! Ghost event. Oh, it's kind of cheesy. Okay, you go there. So, it's a couple ways to get stuff, like to sort of force things. Alright. So we'll take those to force evidence. Well, not evidence, but media, I guess is the right word. Pretty big throw, actually. Our video camera. Let's say ghost orbs or ghost throw. Oh, object thrown. Okay. Okay, so we got fire extinguished, and now you can get motion sensor. If he ever walks over here. Oh, of course. Jerk. You can also... We recorded an EMF reading, so we don't need that now. Right? Not just an EMF reading, you have to record an EMF 5. You can't take a picture of that. Should, however... What the hell did we do with the other crucifix? Got a photo of that. We don't need to listen to that anymore? I don't think... Oh, we did get it! In the air! Perfect! That helps us, because now We need you to walk through this motion sensor, please, sir. Yeah, J. Cray. J. Cray, can you walk through this motion sensor, please? Appreciate it. Dude, please. Fine. Be a jerk. We'll put it here. Dude, we need more video. Can you please do that? Dude, motion sensor. This way. This way. Come this way. It's throwing. Did you see him throw that at us? What's interesting is we still haven't seen dots properly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still a little like, suspect. Where are you? Come on, just walk through it. Oh, do not give me that. You don't want duplicates, right? Come on. There we go. We got it. Now what we'll go get is... Do you have a spare hand, right? Yeah. So we'll go get salt, because you can tape and videotape the ghost walking through salt. So we'll put one there, there, there. Oh no, which did it do? Disturb salt. Okay, perfect. So we don't need that anymore. All we need is one. Now you do that. Nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna... Ah! So fucking rude. So rude. Could have taken a picture. Why am I in here? Okay, so we are looking for the haunted item, or the cursed possession. Sorry, haunted item. And it's tarot cards. Well, that's bullshit. Okay, so we have all that. We still haven't... Oh, we have to take a picture of the ghost. Do I care? Do I care? Ghosty? Can you walk through the dots, please? That'd be great. I'm pretty sure you're a Goryo, but I'm not certain. Still don't have freezing. Yes, the lights have to be off to use a spirit box, but you can be holding a flashlight. Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you friendly? How did you die? Where are you? Hello? Are you here? Where are you? So the ghost is hearing it, but choosing not to respond. Begins with the X. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you a jerk? Yes, I know you are. Okay, so what we'll probably do... Where are you? Here. Oh, we're almost within hunting range. Video camera. Go. Come on, Ghosty. Do your thing. This is why you do this. Like, this part of the game, the amount of money you get for the amount of time Not worth it, in my opinion. However, some people just really enjoy the challenge of it, and that's great. Go for it. I like this part of the game with friends. There we go. Dots go. Hatchet Man. Okay, all your stuff will be shown here. Can't take a picture of him, so I'm not going to bother. We do have him selected, though. Yes, we do. That's it. So generally, to get a perfect game, you would need these as well. Our cursed possession is hero cards, which has a high chance of killing you, so I'm not going to use that either. And we needed and that was to bring the sanity down. But if you look, for all that effort, you got 1,000 points, right? If we had gotten a perfect game, we might have gotten 1,800 to 2,200, depending on the level of media we got, which is why I don't find that as productive as this. I like the challenge or the investigative properties of this a little bit more. Now you can do Nightmare, but you get only 2 evidences and then you basically have to let it hunt. Weird. To know for certain what it is, but it narrows the ghost down to usually 3 to 5 ghosts. Incense. Ooh. When you do... Alright, now that's a speed run. That is a speed run. Bye. Now, it could be a mimic, 100%. Probably not, though. Unlikely. Hey, look at that. You see what I'm saying, though, right? Like, we got 2,000 points. Detailed statistics. How long was the game? 38 seconds. Yeah, that's a speed run if I ever saw one. All right, let's try that again. Thanks, Ghosty. That was pretty awesome. Great example of why I find the other way, this way, sorry, more productive. If you're, like, level grinding, right? Okay, so we're gonna throw that in, throw that in, throw that in. Eh. Oh shit. There. Over here. Trying not to waste my cruise. There he is. Hi, Rhonda! Help me, Rhonda. Where'd she go? Okay, she's definitely not an Oni. Not a Thay. Not a Dia. Not a Roy. She's not a Raiju. Not a Revenant. Not a Myling. Is she not an Oni? No. Okay. Turn our lights on quick here. Okay, so she's not a Myling. Definitely not a Jin. She just turned the power off because she's a bitch. Not a Hantu. House is... She's not slow enough because the house is warm. So a Hantu speed is dependent on the temperature of the house. Anything yet? Not a Phantom. Know that. Pretty visible. Go upstairs. Shit, she went up and came right back down. Stairs, so we have to be careful. Come on, you out of shape wanker. Go. Remember, I have a 0. Interesting. Right? Pretty aggressive throwing again. As you know from the last game, you can't really judge anything until you see it, but I gotta wait for her to do another hunt before I get too crazy here. Oh, you bitch. Moving around like she's got a long rope right now. A little concerned for a crucifix. Hmm. Could be. Ray. Huh. I was gonna try and do what's called a yokai test, but she didn't go where I expected, so that didn't. We're at this. Oh, we're in the ghost room. Oh, she was right on top of us then. Did you see our breath? Shit. Not a Pulte. No way she walked past that shoe without throwing it. Those aren't Pulte throws. She might be an Oni. She is quite visible. Can we open? Thank you. This is a tough one. Shit, the breaker again. Oh, she is screwing with us? Come on, bitch. That was at what? 128.35. Ah! We might be dead. They don't stack. So only your first one counts? Oh, Jesus. So that was a terrible smudge because we would. Go away! I don't care about you. I hate you so much. So we gotta be careful because she knows where we are right now. 20 in a minute, son of a bitch. Okay, wow, we burnt both of those, didn't we? Shit, she slammed that door hard. What? What? I thought only Urays could do that. It can't be another Uray. Oh, I am taking way too long. Okay, it should be able to hunt now. We're just gonna do this. Hunting. It's not a spirit. I want her to come back down and try and do a yokai test. Not a yokai. It's at 130.50. Not a wraith. Candle. She's hunting from. Is she over here? Okay. Okay. This. She broke the lights, didn't she? Turn my light. 8. We know it's not a spirit. It's probably not a demon. Could be a mare. I haven't seen her turn lights on. Turn them off. Oh. Oh. Not an Oni, so we're okay. Yeah. Our last smudge. She can definitely hunt. But if she's in this room, she's an Unrio, won't be able to hunt because of candles. Turned off the light switch again. Interesting. We might have Unrio, guys. I guess. It's not a Wraith. It's not twins. There's no way to test for a Goryo. Shade can't hunt when you're in the same room. Power off again, bitch. That's just an event. Stay here. Pretty sure we got an Unreal, guys. Unreal or a Shade? Well, no, because a Shade can't blow out the firelight if you're standing beside it. Because it can't interact with anything in the same room. It's not a Shade. Really doesn't lie. I'm thinking it's either a Mare or an Unreal. Because this guy doesn't like light. And yes, the fire in the room also works as a from the living room. She sounds slower. You're the mimic? Oh, we know it's not an Unreal because she lit that candle. We don't have time to go down and get the other light. It's either... So it's not a Mare, so it's not an Unreal. So, twins, remember what I said? They have a one, so it's only one ghost, however it behaves like two. So it has... Interesting that we're seeing her breath. It has one... Oh. You are not helping. It can hunt it a little bit slower, like a little bit slower than normal, or a little bit faster than normal. But I wouldn't say the ghost was hunting faster. It was pretty normal. And that ghost was slower. So much. And so it's made its ghost room the hallway. Now the reason I opened up Shade is because I was thinking about how small the room is, where the dining room is, where the candles are that it was blowing out. It can interact with things in the same room as you if it does it from outside the same room. So if it was standing in the hall, like when it flicked the switch and blew out the candle. However, that's normal speed, right? We're gonna go Shade. Damn it. We're gonna go Shade. But we are gonna look for orbs. I don't see any. Ghost orbs. Son of a bitch! It is a mimic. It was slower. So, it's no evidence, okay? So, the thing about the mimic... I'll show you when we get back into the thing. I'm a moke. Here we go.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Okay. So, I'm going to show you this. Ghosts. So, if we go mimic. So, the evidence of a mimic, okay? So, remember we were no evidence. Is spirit box, ultraviolet, and freezing. Okay? However, a characteristic of a mimic is it will always show you ghost orbs. It is not evidence of a mimic, right? Evidence, characteristic. So in a game where you have no evidence, if you have ghost orbs, it's a mimic. Flat out has to be, because ghost orbs are evidence for other ghosts. The only case where it's just a characteristic of the ghost is a mimic. So you also have to be careful when you're doing this. Like, let's say you have ghost orbs, spirit box, and ultraviolet. Oh, not ultraviolet, freezing. Okay? A lot of people will be like, oh, it's an Unreal. No. It could also be a... It could also be a mimic. Because, bang. So you kind of, when you have ghost orbs, one thing that I do, so let's say I walk into a house, the first thing I'll do when I'll do ghost orbs, if you look, mimic comes off the board, right? I'll still circle mimic to remind myself that I gotta look for it in this situation, right? Or let's say this situation, or this can happen, but you know right away it's a mimic because there's no ghost that has that. If I have this situation, I'll go, oh, it's not real. Oh, wait, it could be a mimic. In which case, I will see if I get ultra. If I do, it's a mimic. Okay? It's a little confusing. Anyways, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to call it because my head is getting pretty bad. I just want to reach the 2-hour mark here, and then we'll be good. All right.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. There are official reports of a cursed object nearby.
Why did... Not like... I'm not getting evidence, dummy. Yeah, dummy. All right. Throw that in. Throw that in. The power of Christ compels you. That's right. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, so we got our lighter. We get our smudgy. We get our crucifix, and we get our smudgy. Light switch. Swap to the crucifix when you get out of the range of the other one. If you see when you're putting them down, you can see the range. We have a hunting upstairs, and that was very quick. Hopefully it's not a crawly, because it isn't. Oh. Then we have normal blinks. Normal speed. Okay, so here's what we know. It walked past our electronics by the door, and it did not change speed. It is happy. What the fuck? You're supposed to be upstairs. What? Okay. Not a Moroi. Okay, we'll explain. So walk past electronics. So when I say electronics, that's nothing that's in the house. So it's not the TV if the TV's on. It's not your lights. It's not anything in the house. It is strictly anything you bring in that's turned on. So If a Raiju is close to some of those electronics, it will speed up. You'll notice it's very fast. Turned off the power. It's not a Jin. A Moroi. From upstairs again. What is happening? Test. Not a yokai? $44.30. Don't have my headlamp. Let's just hope it's in here. I think it is because I think I heard it. So new smudge. We're gonna need a motion sensor for sure. I have a suspicion that this is a stalker. That door interaction was weird. 30, we're approaching 1 minute. Back in there very quickly. What? You are a stalker, but which one are you? You a wraith? Or EMF. It's a wraith. Did you see the motion sensor go off? Son of a bitch. We're gonna let it hunt? Because it can hunt now? There it is again. It's right in front of us. Oh. So it's going back and forth in front of the... Oh, you bitch! So it's going back and forth in front of the motion sensor. So what it's doing is it's teleporting onto our head and walking away because it's not ready to hunt because for whatever reason. Either the timer wasn't up. But it never once disturbed the salt. So wraiths are very dangerous, and you notice it went up and down this hallway too, and it never stepped in this salt. Yeah, I know. Wraith. I actually got my APOC 3 with a wraith. But I got it very quickly, like in that game after trying and trying and trying.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Thank you. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to do another one because we're not quite 2 hours.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare.
I'd like to run into a really cool ghost. Wraiths are cool, but they're scary when you have a no grace period like I have set up right now. I just wanted to take the win. I have that. That. Waiting? You're absolutely kidding. shit. So when a ghost hunts from directly above you and you get that sound transfer, a lot of times it senses you, and it didn't. And it's the kid again. Was it quiet? Not a Pulte. I saw that throw. We are getting some pretty boring ghosts, hey? Some pretty exciting ones. Some salt. Motion sensor for our protection. Hunt. So, was not affected by electronics. Not fast enough to be a Moroi. It's definitely not a Dio. Thay, also not fast enough. On to... We're gonna wait till we hear it again. Not a Revenant. Not Revenant is like bonk. Bonk. Super slow. So it senses you, and then it is the fastest ghost in the game, and it's terrifying. Watch, remember, because the sound transferred through. Sounds. Get over there. What the hell? The twins? Not a wraith. Test this again. And I want to see if it speeds up. Interaction range is very large. Get a good look at these throws. I'm starting to doubt my initial reaction that it is not a Pulte. Perhaps it is. Or twin. Which means it's slightly slow, but I didn't think so. No. Jibber jabbing up there. We're also going to listen. So we need to pay attention to a couple of things. We know it's not a wraith. Okay. It stepped in salt. We need to look, how visible is it? Which will rule out Phantom and Oni. And we need to listen to see can we hear it clearly when it first comes down the stairs? Hunting, close the front door. Those are not Pulte throws. Okay, so my initial assessment was right. I think it's quiet. So if you're unsure about a miling, your flashlight in front of you. You should now this gets a little confusing because it's upstairs. If the flashlight is blinking and you can't hear it, It's a myling. Because of the stairs, maybe. That's helpful. Me? That's rude. What are you doing? Dude. There you go. Thank you. We'll see. It hasn't turned the power off. Makes me wonder if it's a djinn. Pathing. Crawling sucks, right? I know. But sometimes mylings are really obvious. It's not a haunt too. Twins. Phantom. We really need, I guess right now, but we really need to smudge this. Hunting? Watching the flashlight? Oh, it's pathing's dog shit right now. He had to go down the hall. Is it an Oni again? Like, it was really visible. Yeah, this is definitely our... Perfect, actually. Hunting? Good look at it. You had to go back down the hall. Of course, it's screwing around downstairs. Oh, it's quiet. It is a myling. I want to smudge it, but it's not helping. I'll just start bringing these in. Only need 2. Come on, Ghosty. What are you doing? We're just gonna have to smudge it when it first comes down. I just want to make sure we don't get a gin sprint. So, a gin, remember how I said it will never turn the power off? Its power comes from the breaker. So, it's hunting already? There's not a gin sprint. 9:47. Tossing. Really visible. Your room. Only tier 2, damn it. Oh! That confirms we don't have a gin. Should be able to hunt now? Yep. Spirit, probably not a demon. Shit. Are you a yokai? Oh, we're dead. We're so dead! Smiling. Our very first instinct, smiling. You son of a bitch. Alright guys, I appreciate everyone that stopped by. We knew what that was, didn't we? Alright, so we are going to say goodbye to YouTube. Bye YouTube. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you dislike it, that's okay too. It's last call at the tavern. Hi, baby girl. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. Right, so this. What we got going on? If 4. What the hell? He's not huge. So we're gonna do my first ever raid, so hopefully you guys will just stick around for a minute. Let me do it successfully. I'm gonna do... Ooh, play playing. Og the Bounty Hunter. I don't know what that is, but we'll sneak in there. It's, got in there? Not a hell of a lot. So we're gonna start the raid here. This is my first time ever. I don't know how this works, so we're gonna give it a go, guys. I appreciate you all coming in and helping me out. And we'll see what happens here.